Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. We're continuing the main quest, of course. Partway through the bridge quest between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I'm just assuming it's Heavensward. I mean, that's what the word is. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. It's not Heavensward. It's not. I don't know why I would have ever said that. So anyways. So we are currently on the quests added in patch 2.2. And we have to go through the 2.3 quests, 2.4 quests, and 2.5 quests, and 2.55 quests before we can get to Heavensward. There's a lot of quests in this game. This Let's Play is going to go on for quite some time. Which so far is cool with me, because it's pretty cool. Alright. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. I will waste no more words on him. Now when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Yes, the Hall of Flames. Right away. Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsa, Laminsa, or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphinaud. The headquarters of my order, Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Though I would hear a word said against our beloved Ulda, I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda. Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphinaud, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Mangg. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. God, music's so fucking loud. I've just been trying to find a happy medium between like the music and effects and the cutscene audio. Can never seem to get the cutscene audio loud enough without my own voice sort of just like booming in your ears. And there aren't that many like voiced cutscenes, so it's just kind of a small annoyance. Adventurers Guild. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ulda, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? So, I did actually use that appearance-changing potion. I thought I would change more. What I really want is like a big bushy beard. I mean, that seems like a summoner, scholar kind of thing. But they don't exist. It's really lame. This is like the only beard hair you can get on a Lalafell. So all I really did was sort of lighten the skin tone a little. I added some like blush, and I changed the eye color to blue, which is the most notable thing, I guess. Like I said, I was mostly pretty happy with the character's look. I just would have liked some nice beard. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ulda. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Mangg, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Whatever needs be done, do it. That just sums up Final Fantasy XIV, doesn't it? Gotta lick the ass crack of every Doman refugee in sight. Because that's what Mangg does. Licks ass cracks. Greetings. Alpha Note informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. This guy gets it! This guy motherfucking gets it! I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? I thought he fucking got it, you ass! They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Yozen. He can tell you more. Tell me more about what? You want me to find kids? It's not complicated. Hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-spur-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Whoa. Well, I never really considered it. Oh, giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Ugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Why would you take it really seriously? Alright, we just gotta get into the air. I'll find those shits. There we go. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Mangg, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. No, scions. Then you must know Lady Ugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide-and-seek, too. All right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Mangg. It's probably a little morbid with the whole hide-and-seek, considering they were, like, refugees from their war-torn country, and... Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozen says it's safe, I'll go. Get your fucking ass over there. No one's... I'm not asking. How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Especially considering, like, my grandma had to flee from Nazi Germany. You know, it's a little close to home, I think. Wonderful. All the children are accounted for. Hide and seek? I see that you're curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Ugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Sure thing, pal. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Dude, you want me to escort you all the way? Damn. You gonna be off, are you? Alright, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerlia. Might be if someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe-like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. Blades tell me the road's there safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Why would they do that, man? Away we go. On my little ghosty. A wandering eye. Interesting. Well, we'll hit him with a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Little number 1, little number 2. Done. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? That's right. Got it. Well fought, sir. Well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring too. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. We can't change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost, but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen, least of all. They fought fierce, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give her all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do it without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's Toll will grow and prosper by our hands. What the fuck? Hey, Master Mangg. Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To gain power. Fuck shit up. I knew it. That's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. My turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Mangg. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Mangg, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Train every day. Aha, so my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on, tell me, and don't leave anything out. Alright. That's enough questions for Mr. Mangg. That's not fair. Why does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about venturing just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Mangg. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Mangg and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Mangg and Lady Ugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? No. Yes. But I'll be in one of the other carriages. Oh shit. Like fucking Jurassic Park. Oh, okay. We didn't get too far. Speak with Alpha Node at the Quicksand. That's interesting. Ah, Mangg. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Ugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Alright, if you give me this necklace. It is past time Lady Ugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugiri to Menphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Mangg. More teleporting. That's what we do, baby. This must be the esteemed Lady Ugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit, and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slafborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. No, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slafborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Let me in. Guess if yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Mangg. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Why are we wasting time with him? To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones, anon. Whatever you say, lady. So we'll do the Crystal Tower stuff basically once we have to. Because there's a lot of other, like, dungeons and trials, even as part of this little main story thing going on. No need to rush anything. Based on the stats in OBS, though, I've pretty much solved the stuttering problem, I think. And the game still looks pretty good, so win-win. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Uranger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Bitch, you crazy. Lady Ukiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn. Lady Ukiri, Mangg? Laman and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'ashtola should be returning anon with a report from afield. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear.
Nice.
Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Nice.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Leviathan! What I like to hear, baby. The sea rises. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Fuck that, dude. Let's help them summon Leviathan so I can kick its ass. Welcome, friends. I take it Yashtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But, if gods forbid our efforts should come to naught, I would need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. That's so. Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Private Mangg, our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Brida has charge of the garrison. Let's go. No time for yokai medals right now. Gotta go fight Leviathan. Been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we'll prevent Leviathan's return. That's right, and you'll give me this belt. Nice. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Dude, you ain't gonna lose me. Don't you worry about me, man. Again, this would be much more annoying if not for a flying mount. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Save them, huh? Why should I? Why should I? Whoops. And away we go. There you go. Inferno! Inferno! Boom! Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? It's almost like I can do damage. Why would that take so long? Oh, it takes so long so that you don't do it in the middle of that combat, I guess. Flying mounts, baby. Flying mounts. The game gets even better once you get those. You've returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Here you go, I carried their corpses. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. I shall sally, don't worry. Don't you worry about me sallying. Gift of Eternity. Ooh. Ooh. Christ damn. Oh, this is a woman. I've been fucking that up. Alright, she could sound like gruff, I guess. Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. Men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagins' legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Mangg and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Mangg. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Mangg? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Alrighty, go through the first checkpoint, defeat any Sahagin that appear. And if you couldn't fly, you'd have to run all through their whole bullshit here. Just to get to this first checkpoint. But luckily, we're Gucci. Yep. Do a little bit of that, do a little bit of that, do a little bit of that. Okay. Second checkpoint. No problem. Oh, more of them. Alright. They want to give me a fight, huh? Why am I taking so much damage? I'm gonna fucking die. I don't know why I'm taking so much damage. Just give it a second. Nice. Got him. What the fuck happened to her? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Damn.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
So I'm just like casually reading my book.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
Why didn't you do that a while ago?
Seven hells!
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift! I am eternal! mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial. I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish!
Oh shit, Sam Fisher.
You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Dude. Dude.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Her facial expression does not seem concerned. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal sediments, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? I don't know, just give me this ring. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Leviathan! It's gonna be a sweet fight. Oh wait, it's over here. We're not gonna do the trial, I think, in this video, but we'll start with it next time.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Halfstone 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Arcanist. Been saying it wrong this
It makes
entire
little
time.
difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but 2 might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
So the plan is to take two ships, lash them together, because that probably works. Fill them with corrupted crystals. Have another ship tow these two ships at a faster speed than they could move themselves, so that it can get up to ramming speed towards Leviathan. I don't know, man. This is not the plan I would go with if this were an RPG. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. Details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, as it is as Y'shtola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? Yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on two ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed primal slayer's claims. Mangg, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning and idleness. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenasia. The storm privates sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Where the fuck is Sid? That's all I want to know. Ah. Sid should just be making some sort of giga cannon that we can just shoot at Leviathan. It's pretty lame that there isn't an Aetheryte here. I've been here before. Oh, track tomb. Right. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before... Gods, man. I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. Do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Track Tomb ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can? The tale of Track Tomb's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. Well, what happened next? Well, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not one to take all the glory for myself. I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Maybe too modest. Now, there's some that say you can never truly beat Leviabetus. That you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. And diabetes. Ah! It's you! I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention, that's all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Remember's tiny. It's pathetic. Oh my god. So tumble is definitely bang. I sure as hells didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with me own eyes. It was a fair few years back, when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor, when I saw it. Great big massive sea serpent some malms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I soiled myself right there and then. Well, oh gods, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait. If you're here asking after Leviabetus, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Mangg, this is Menphilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviabetus? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morabie dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. God damn, he took one look at me and just admitted he had a tiny dick. It's crazy shit. I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. Whirl Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Nice. Alright, that's what we'll be doing next time. Should be pretty hype. So you can look forward to that. I know I'm looking forward to that. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.